Welcome back to Coach Cameron's podcast. It is Cyber Monday, where you can get deals online. Do you really get deals online? I don't even know if you really do. On Friday, Black Friday, this past weekend, everyone's freaking out all over the place trying to get their deals. And then to find out that Black Friday really started on Thanksgiving Day. And then Black Friday spilled over to Saturday, and they called Saturday the Black Friday weekend. And then today's Cyber Monday, but it started yesterday on Sunday. I don't even think they're deals. You know, my wife got some things. Oh, I saved $50. Did you? Now, I think you just spent a lot of money. I don't know. I don't pay attention enough to all that stuff. I just know there's a lot of people out. It's kind of cool. Spent the weekend in Salt Lake. It was wonderful. Got a lot of Swig energy drink, otherwise known as SIP, otherwise known as, what else do I call that place? SIP and Swig. No, Swig is the name, and Slurp. Yeah. Sip and Slurp. And then it's really called Swig. So, anyways, it's 4:30 in the morning, heading to Phoenix College on this wonderful Monday morning about becoming a man. I'm trying to become a man every day. Because if I take one day off, I'm not a man. I'm a little infant baby child in my warm sheets, which I'll have several college players coming or not coming to lifting weights because they are a little infant child and they like the warmth of their blankets, and they'll just stay in their beds because it feels good to stay there, and they won't progress in life, and it's a horrible life they'll be living because if they can't get up every day and always be moving towards on becoming a superhuman, someone that is discipline and they can just take over this world because they can just get up and do things. They're gonna have a long life of misery because if you can't get up, it's gonna be a problem, and they have to learn to get up right now. So hopefully they're up and at 'em and they're heading to PC to lift weights until they puke and bleed out of their nostrils. That's right, bleed out of your nostrils, just from lifting so many weights so hard. I remember I was at ASU, and I was just addicted to lifting. And I'm at ASU, and I'm doing these shoulder shrugs. And as I'm lifting these weights, shrugging my shoulders up, one of my capillaries or some bursts in my nose, and blood comes out one of my nostrils. And I was like so embarrassed. This guy comes up to me, and guy all roided out comes up to me. He goes, "Dude, that was awesome." He's like, hit me on the back. It's like, "Yeah, that was, I saw that. It got me so pumped up." I'm like, how do I get out of here? And I just went to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone probably thinks I'm a steroid user. I'm not a steroid user. I was just a man that lifted hard till my nose bled all over the place at ASU. Sorry, we're going to have to interrupt this podcast for a message from me. Go to CoachCameron.com and learn everything you need to know about me and everything I do in soccer. You can find it on CoachCameron.com. You can also learn more about Anchor. Anchor.fm is where I broadcast from. It's a free app. You can do it anywhere in the world, and it's free. And you can make money off it as well. I'm making money right now on this advertisement I'm doing for Anchor. So download Anchor.fm today from your app store. There's times I was a man, then times I was just a weak little human being just sitting in my bed. I mean, I weighed 228 pounds like 4 years ago because I had no discipline whatsoever because I was weak. And now I just starved myself because I'm a man. And I got guilted by my mother-in-law and about not eating. You need to eat. No, I don't, Judy. I'm not going to eat. Don't tell me to eat. I'll eat when I want to eat because I'd rather suffer every day and not eat. Be a man and die from from lack of control of my insulin levels, just to enjoy the suffrage. I'm just trying to learn how to survive this world, Judy. Just let me be. I'm okay. It's okay. But when I'm slamming Oreos down on the weekend and eating every 2 hours licorice and all that, oh, good job. Now you're healthy. No, it's better not to eat than eat that garbage. So I just totally got sidetracked from my podcast. But today's question from a Facebook listener is from Eric Alvarado. He asked me about the 4-to-1 ratio by DA. All right, so the 4-to-1 ratio, and he was just curious on my thoughts about it. The 4-to-1 ratio is basically 4 training sessions to 1 game. I don't know how the DA can even administer that. I mean, I just don't think you can just say 4-to-1. So if you're on the DA, you're playing on a Friday, and you play 20 minutes, 10 minutes in the first half, 10 minutes in the second half, and then the game's over, and then you guys can't play again until, say, Tuesday. Are they able to get a game on that Tuesday? I mean, how's that even working? Are they playing like Thursday, Sunday, kind of creating a league that way? I'm not sure what they're doing. I haven't read up about it, but they have a substitution rule problem. They need to allow substitutions to happen more. I just don't think you can do 4-to-1 for everybody. I think every player is different. I think a player that is a hard-nosed defender that gets stuck in on every tackle and goes crazy all the time, and they're not that technical, they probably should be a 4-to-1. But you have a player that is more technical in what they do, and they don't get in all these tackles and everything, but they're very smart about how they play. I think they can play 1-2 or maybe 1-3 or what have you. I think it's game by game. You just read your players. Do they get a lot of minutes that game? Can they play the following day? I think having a game for DA, because I've seen the DA sidelines. I mean, they have a ton of subs. Use them. I think unlimited subs, rotate as will, however you want, for player safety, and 2 for development. So if they're all banged up, get them out. If you feel like they're not looking right or whatever, get them out. But if they're not playing right, get them out and have a conversation and get them back in. I just don't think everyone's on a 4-to-1. Every body type is different. I think that should be an indicator on substitution and amount of play. I think there's just so many variables to it. I have a problem when U.S. Soccer or any group says that oversees a large population says, we're doing this. Well, that doesn't work in Phoenix, Arizona, and the same way players from St. Louis. It just doesn't. The West Coast is heavy Hispanic, and in the Midwest or East Coast, it might be just heavy big white kids playing. I'm not sure. You play according to the culture you're trying to develop, and the technical players you have. So those are my thoughts on the 4-to-1 ratio. But I'm going to end this podcast because you've heard enough of me. This is Coach Cameron on the Cyber Monday, heading out to the weight room. Goodbye.